Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Monday Night Raw February 10th edition episode of TEW 9 here on the channel. And we're opening the show with Charlotte Flair coming over from Smackdown. Obviously, she won the Royal Rumble, which if you have not seen that episode, definitely go check it out. I think it was our greatest show that I've booked yet. Great PLE. Very happy with how that show turned out. But we're starting with Charlotte Flair. And yeah, she's calling out Liv Morgan, the champion, because she wants to see who from Raw could be her opponent at WrestleMania. And Liv, she comes out with all the Judgment Day. She's like, "Oh, Charlotte, you really think you're so the center of the universe, huh? I don't need to prove anything to you. I'm already the women's world champion, world heavyweight champion. You're the one who should be begging for this match." But Charlotte, she's not here to beg. She says that, I came to see if you're worth WrestleMania. And right now, all I see is a champion hiding behind her muscle. Talking about Raquel Rodriguez here. And, yeah, she says, so here's the deal. If your little bodyguard, Raquel, can give me the fight I expect from a champion's inner circle, then maybe, just maybe, I'll consider making you, Liv Morgan, my WrestleMania opponent. So yeah, that gets a 75. A good way to start the show, I think. I'm happy with that. And yeah, show's off to a strong start. Angle got the crowd hotter. Happy with that. And yeah, Charlotte versus Raquel is not our first match. That is a unique little intergender intercontinental title match between the champion Braun Breaker and his Damage Control opponent Dakota Kai. And yeah, obviously last week, or a few weeks ago, he interrupted Damage Control when they had their little segment where they all announced that they would be entering the Royal Rumble. Braun took the moment for himself, complained to Adam Pearce, said that they stole his moment, and now we have this match. He wanted to face a member of Damage Control. So, yeah, Braun, he has control during most of this match, but eventually Dakota Kai, she starts mounting a comeback. She gets a near fall, and she goes to the top rope and jumps off, but she's caught by Braun Breaker, who hits a huge belly-to-belly suplex, and he goes into the corner and waits for her to get up before hitting her with a massive spear and covering her for 1, 2, 3. Braun Breaker retains, I guess in this by submission, but a 71 for this match. Wow. Very happy with that. Obviously, Dakota Kai was not eligible to compete for the Intercontinental title, but I still think it's a fun intergender match, and the crowd loved it. They have pretty good chemistry, and it lifted the match. A 71, wow. Very happy with that. The crowd's white hot. I did not expect this match to be this good, but I'm very happy that it was. 54 for Dakota Kai, 66 for Braun, 60 for the wrestling, 53 for the crowd. And yeah, Braun Breaker, I guess, doesn't retain. I guess let's imagine he does, but I guess in TEW it's not an Intercontinental title match. In my head canon, this is an Intercontinental title match. Anyways, after that match, John Cena comes out to the ring, and he wants to apologize for missing Smackdown last Friday. Long story short, travel issues, delays, misconnections. Maybe someone at the airline is a Kevin Owens fan. I don't know. But I'm here tonight to let you all know that I'll be on SmackDown this Friday, and I will make my WrestleMania intentions very, very clear. And yeah, I was supposed to book John Cena in the SmackDown episode, but I forgot to switch him over there before the show. So he's going this week instead. That's on me. That's my bad. At least I remembered to get Charlotte on this show. Anyways, Drew McIntyre, his music hits. He comes out and he doesn't believe that John Cena had travel issues. He just thinks that he's stalling. And Cena says that he's never been afraid of a fight, and if Drew's looking for one, he'll face him right now. And Drew says, that's tempting, but he wants to wait until after Cena makes his WrestleMania decision, so that Drew knows his path after he wins the Elimination Chamber. Remember, Drew has already qualified for the Elimination Chamber by beating Sammy and Jay. So yeah, 81 for the segment. I'm happy with that. The crowd is still very hot. And now I have the match between Raquel Rodriguez and Charlotte Flair. And Liv is at ringside. She's distracting Charlotte, so that makes it hard for her to get control of this match. Raquel tries to lift Charlotte up for a powerbomb, but Charlotte is able to elbow her way out and hit a big kick. And while Raquel's down, she's stomping on her leg, and then she starts setting up for the figure eight. She's able to get the figure eight, and Raquel Rodriguez taps out. 470. Some great matches on this show. I'm very, very happy with this show so far. 60 for the wrestling, 58 for the crowd, 54 for Raquel, 66 for Charlotte, who is off her game, actually. And yeah, a figure 4. My bad. Anyways, 15-minute match. I guess I was worried that would be too long for Raquel, but with Charlotte there, I think it was good. And yeah, Liv comes in to check on Raquel. Charlotte grabs a mic, standing over both of them. You know, like, Liv, that was the best you got? This is what a champion surrounds herself with? Thanks for confirming something for me, Liv. I'm headed back to Smackdown. And it looks like Charlotte Flair may be confirming that she's choosing the Smackdown champion or the Raw champion. So will we get Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair potentially? Find out in the next episode of Smackdown. I don't know. After that match, we go backstage to find Karrion Kross and Scarlett in Adam Pearce's office. And Kross is pissed. He says the Wyatts have made it personal by going after Scarlett. He demands a match against Uncle Howdy tonight, but Adam Pearce has a different idea, you know. Pearce says that Karrion Kross wanted Miz to face his fear and face Eric Rowan. So he thinks Scarlett should do the same thing. So next week, we'll have Scarlett face off against Abby the Witch, a.k.a. Nikki Cross. 462. Karrion Kross is not very happy. Scarlett is going to have to face Nikki Cross next week. Abby the Witch, face her fear. No Uncle Howdy versus Karrion Kross quite yet. Anyways, next, we have the Women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match. And the 3 women that are in that match are AJ Lee, Sonya Deville, and Io Sky. Obviously, AJ Lee getting a big singles opportunity here since returning in the Royal Rumble. And this match is all over the place. AJ Lee hits a spinning heel kick on Sonya for a near fall, broken up by Io just at the last millisecond. And Io hits a drop kick to AJ, which causes AJ to roll out of the ring. And Sonya sees this as an opportunity and goes to clothesline Io, but Io ducks and hits Sonya with a German suplex. And she runs up the turnbuckles to hit her finisher and cover for 1, 2, 3. Io Sky qualifies for the Women's Elimination Chamber. Yeah, this says by submission, but that's not in my head. Anyways, 65 for that match. Not as great, not terrible. Anyways, 52 for AJ Lee, 49 for Sonya, 68 for Io. AJ Lee's off her game, that's fine. 56 for the wrestling, 52 for the crowd. Yeah. After that match, we go backstage to Kathy Kelly, who is interviewing the first woman to qualify for the Elimination Chamber, Alexa Bliss. And Kathy Kelly says, Alexa Bliss, you were the first woman to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. Since then, both Bayley and Io Sky have secured their spots. What are your thoughts as the field begins to take shape? And Alexa responds, oh great, the happy-go-lucky besties are in. And Bayley's out there trying to be everyone's cheerleader again, and Io, well, she flips around a lot and people go crazy. How impressive. Let them soak up the cheers. Let them, hug the kids, because once that chamber door closes, all the smiles and hugs in the world won't help them. I've been in that structure before, and I don't play nice. 472. This is off script, but anyways, just a quick backstage interview getting Alexa Bliss on the show. I'm happy enough with that segment, but next is the 3v3, the grudge match between Alpha Academy and American Made. Obviously, Penta has joined Alpha Academy, so him, Otis, and Tozawa will be facing off against Chad Gable and the Creed brothers. And this match is, my storytelling match, and it's Penta trying to get Otis and Tozawa to, tap into their aggression, they shouldn't be hesitating. They should have cero miedo. And Penta, he keeps doing the hand gesture, cero miedo. he wants Otis and Tozawa to follow his lead. And Otis gets isolated by the Creed brothers. They're tagging each other in, overpowering him with some chain wrestling, some suplexes. Chad Gable, he tags in. He's mocking Penta's Cero Miedo, taunting him, and then he gets a nice little German suplex combo on Otis. And it looks like Otis is really messed up here in the ring, and American Made is just dominating. But Penta, he's rallying the crowd. He's shouting his catchphrase. Otis, he fires up. He hulks out. He elbows his way out, and he slams the Chad down with a clothesline. Gets the hot tag to Akira Tozawa, who he comes in just going crazy. He gets a Hurricane Rana off, a back elbow, and then a top rope missile dropkick to Chad Gable. He's going crazy. Chad Gable tries to get Tozawa to the ground, but Penta is able to tag himself in. He swings, but Penta ducks and hits a super kick, then a sling blade. Points at Otis and Tozawa. He shouts again, Cero Miedo. Otis and Tozawa finally return it back to him. They say it back. Penta hits Gable with his Mexican Destroyer. I think that's what the move's called. I believe so. I could be getting that wrong. But he doesn't go for the pin immediately. He looks down at Gable, with respect. And then goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. American Made are defeated by Alpha Academy in a decent match in 14 minutes when Penta pinned Chad Gable with a Fear Factor. This was my storytelling match. 48 for Akira Tozawa, 54 for Otis and Penta, 51 and 53 for the Creed, 74 for Chad Gable. Very happy with that. 56 for the wrestling, 46 for the crowd, 60 for the match. I'm happy enough with that. And, this little feud between Alpha Academy and American Made is over for now. They will all be moving on to different things, and this could have been a better match, but I did make sure to keep Chad Gable strong. I don't want him to lose a lot of pop for losing to like Tozawa or Otis, or I would like him to stay pretty popular. So that definitely hurt the match rating a little bit. But anyways, after that match, Jey Uso comes out to the ring to call out Drew McIntyre. He says that Drew has had his mind made up, that he wants to destroy the bloodline, and already went through one member, but he won't get through Jey Uso. And he wants Drew to come out and face him right now. But instead, the ring general, Gunther, and the rest of Imperium, they come out instead, with Gunther saying, you want Drew, I understand. But Drew isn't your biggest problem. You are standing in my ring, on my show, clinging on to a family that doesn't give a damn about you. Sami Zayn fought with heart. He believed he would beat Drew, but he failed. And Jey, you will too. And Jey responds, if you're so confident that I'll fail, Us, why don't you put that title on the line right now? Gunther, he laughs, he holds the mic up for a long pause. No. And then he walks out with the rest of Imperium for a 67. Tag team doesn't look great, but that's fine. Jey Uso benefits from a hot catchphrase, a 72 for the first part, 50 for the second part. Just getting these guys on the show. The rest of Imperium. I almost forgot that I've been watching so much modern, regular WWE that I, in my head, Gunther was by himself. So I almost forgot to book the rest of Imperium with him. My bad. Anyways, next up is just the women's tag feud match, kind of between Kayden Carter and Alba Fire. I don't really have a specific finish in mind for this, but I made it an eye candy match for a 59 from Kayden Carter and Alba Fire, and the match gets a 47. They're both unimportant, but the match did its job and gave the crowd a breather. I'm happy enough with that. And I guess that hurts them a little bit, but that's fine. It does its job. I am kind of surprised that they both were willing to do an eye candy match, but I'll take it. Anyways, Alba Fire defeats Kaden Carter by pinfall. After that, Rey Mysterio, he makes his entrance. He's got his match with Logan Paul tonight. So he makes his entrance, but Logan doesn't come out. He calls Logan out to come out and face him, but Jake Paul and KSI come out instead. And Jake tells Rey that Logan, he already beat all of the LWO, and he doesn't have anything else that he needs to prove. Rey says that Logan, he said he would face him in a singles match today. He needs to come out for his match. And KSI says that Logan, he's taken a break from WWE for a while to rest after carrying this company with his amazing recent undefeated streak. And assistant GM Kiana James comes out, says that there was supposed to be a match tonight. Logan was supposed to be here, but someone will have to replace Logan, and she thinks that Jake is the ideal person to do that. KSI and Jake Paul, they're trying to complain, but Rey shouts over them, telling Jake to get in the ring. So we get Jake Paul versus Rey Mysterio tonight instead. Now, yes, Logan was supposed to face Rey Mysterio tonight because he is going on hiatus in the game. So I was just going to have Rey get a quick roll-up to beat Logan, and then Logan was going to be like, man, screw this company, I'm leaving, I'm not coming back, and that would explain his hiatus. But I got an email in-game on Monday, February 10th, saying that Logan's hiatus starts right now. So I will not be able to do that, and instead we're just going to end the feud with a match between Jake and Rey instead, and I think that's a decent backup plan. And this also makes me very glad that I did the Bad Bunny versus Omos fight in the last ECW episode instead of the next ECW episode. But yeah. Anyways, back to the match. Jake has his boxing skills, but Rey has his wrestling skills. And he's able to get the upper hand. He sets up Jake for the 619, but KSI gets in the ring and hits Rey with a super kick, causing the ref to ring the bell, and Rey gets the win by disqualification. And 70 for Rey there, 57 for Jake Paul. The match gets a 70, 72 for the crowd, 64 for the wrestling. Rey wins by DQ. Let's see if we have any penalties here. Experience, yeah, that's fine. 70, very happy with that match. The crowd is white hot. That actually kind of helped. 57 for Jake isn't terrible, actually. I was expecting worse. Anyways, next up, it's Pete Dunne versus Sheamus. And this match is a banger. You've all seen this match before. I don't have a finish planned. Sorry if this is kind of a lazy episode. I don't have finishes planned for this match or the Alba Fire match. Just, if you've seen the Sheamus versus Pete Dunne match, go watch that match. And that's what I have in mind for this match. I forget what it's called. Berglund? No, I don't know. Anyways, where he's got the show, I don't know. Anyways, Pete Dunne versus Sheamus. I just wanted to run it here on TEW, get this match out of the way. And Sheamus gets the victory with a brogue kick. A fun 15-minute match. 61 for Pete Dunne, 68 for Sheamus, 73 for this match. Beautiful. The show is so great, and I don't think I'm going to get any boosts in popularity for WWE because we're still in shocked phase because we fell down the medium. Anyways, 65 for the wrestling, 53 for the crowd. Happy enough with that. Very, very happy. And after this match, backstage, CM Punk, he's talking to Sami Zayn, telling him to keep his head up after his I still have to remove him from the bloodline. Oops. Rhea, she interrupts them. She tells Punk they both have qualifying matches next week on Raw, and they need to stay focused. And Sami tells them good luck. 493. Great last angle to kind of end the show before our main event. 93. I guess it's Punk, it's Rhea, that makes sense. And CM Punk, he will be in the men's Elimination Chamber qualifying match next week, and Rhea Ripley will be in the women's qualifying match next week. She still has her sights set on Liv Morgan's title. She just won't give it up. Anyways, our main event tonight is the men's Elimination Chamber qualifying match for this week between Finn Balor, Big E, and Seth freaking Rollins. And this should be a great match. Big E, just like AJ, getting a big singles opportunity here after returning in the Rumble. And this should just be a fun match after our clash. Big E, he's down. Finn Balor, he's able to throw Seth freaking Rollins over the ropes. And Balor climbs the ropes. He's able to hit the coup de grace on Big E. But instead of going for the pin, he wants to taunt the crowd. Like, yeah, this is the guy you all wanted to bring back. Oh, we want Big E, yeah. He's taunting the crowd. Seth sneaks back into the ring and quickly rolls up Finn Balor. 1, 2, 3. Seth freaking Rollins qualifies for the Elimination Chamber, and that match gets a 76. What a great show, man! This is some really great matches. I'm really getting the hang of this. I'm glad. Fast roll up. I told him to steal the show. 73 for Finn, 70 for Seth, 64 for Big E, 69 for the night wrestling, nice, 67 for the crowd, 76 for the match. Awesome. Let's see how this show. 79, and of course, no popularity changes because we're still in shocked phase. Anyways, what really matters is what you guys think of the show. So, leave some feedback in the comment section below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to see more of this TEW save. I hopefully will be uploading some WWE 2K25, maybe some other games. But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.